In this question, a PV diagram has to be given. Now the internal energy for 1 mole of gas at temperature T is also given, that it is 3 by 2 RT. The heat supplied to the gas when it is taken from 1 to 2 with V2 is equal to 2V1 is something that we have to find out. Dear student, delta Q is equal to delta U plus delta W, that is the first law of thermodynamics. Delta W can be calculated as P dV from V1 to V2, that is K dV by root V. Now dear student, on solving this we get a value 2P1 by root V1 into 2 root V1 minus root V1, which means 2P1 V1, and this is equal to 2R T1 as n is 1. Now this one PV is equal to nRT. This means that K root V is equal to nRT, or T is proportional to root V, and hence T2 is equal to 2 T1. Now let us write the further solution here. Delta U will be equal to 3 by 2 R T2 minus T1, and this will be equal to 3 by 2 R T1. Delta Q, which is equal to delta U plus delta W, will be equal to 3 by 2 RT1 plus 2 RT1, and this will be equal to 7 RT1 by 2. And hence for this question the correct answer is option 3. Now moving on to the question number 42. In this question, n moles of diatomic gas undergoes a reversible cyclic process which is given. The temperature of A is T0. We have to find out the thermodynamic efficiency of the cycle. The student, from A to B the process is isochoric, which means that the heat will be equal to NCV delta T, which is equal to 5 by 2 nR T0. From B to C the process is isobaric, so the heat is given as NCP delta T, which is 7 nR T0, as the temperature changes to T0. Now the total positive heat will be QAB plus QBC, that is 19 by 2 nR T0, and the efficiency in percentage we have to write down. Now the efficiency will be equal to the work done divided by the positive heat into 100 as well, and this will be 2 by 19 into 100, that is 10.5%. And hence for this question the correct answer is option 1. Now let us move to the next question, that is question number 43. Question 43 says there is a Carnot engine and the sink is at temperature 300 Kelvin. The efficiency is 40%. By how much should the temperature of the source be increased so as to increase the efficiency by 80% of the original efficiency? The student, the efficiency of a Carnot engine is given as 1 minus T2 by T1, where T1 is the source temperature. Now initially 0.4 is equal to 1 minus 300 by T1. Now we have to increase the efficiency by 80%. This means now new efficiency should be 72%. So 0.72 is equal to 1 minus 300 by T1 dash. On solving these two equations, we get T1 dash is equal to 300 by 0.28, that is 1071 Kelvin. So T1 dash minus T1 is equal to 571 Kelvin, meaning for this question the correct answer is option 1. Moving on to the question number 44. The student, in question 44 the process is adiabatic, and for adiabatic process Tv to the power gamma minus 1 is constant. So T1 V1 to the power gamma minus 1 is equal to T2 V2 to the power gamma minus 1, that is 300 into V1 to the power 0.5. Gamma minus 1 will be 0.5 here, as gamma is 1.5. It will be equal to T2 into V1 by 4, as the gas is compressed to 1 by 4th of its volume to the power 0.5. On solving this, T2 turns out to be equal to 600 Kelvin, or 600 minus 273, that is 327 degree Celsius. And hence for this question the correct answer is option 2. Now let us move to the question 45. In question 45, graphs are given for two gases during adiabatic processes. We have to find out that which graph represents which gas. The slope of adiabatic curve, that is dP by dV, is minus gamma P by V. Now gamma for monoatomic gas is greater than gamma of diatomic gas. This means that the curve 1 should be for helium and 2 should be for oxygen. This is because the slope of curve 1 is greater than the slope of curve 2, and the answer for this question therefore is option number 2. The student, this concludes the discussion on this quick solutions of AIATS. I hope you understood all the solutions. I wish you all the very best for future endeavors. Thank you for watching. God bless you all.